Hey bestie, it's me, Lyssa with Marvelous Mouse Travels, and today we are going to start a series of videos on park bags. For today's video, we are going to focus on a solo day park bag. And what I mean by solo day is I mean a bag that you are only packing for yourself. You only need things in here for you, not for your kids, not for your spouse, not for your friends or anyone else in your travel group. This bag is yours and yours alone. It is your solo bag. Let's start by discussing the different types of bags that you can use for your solo day park bag. As you can see here, I have chosen a Loungefly bag. These Loungefly bags are very popular in the parks. You will find them everywhere to purchase. You will see a ton of people wearing them. It's simply because they are so cute. This particular Loungefly bag is a princess all over print with a bunch of princesses, actually pretty much all of them. I will show you the back. There are a lot of princesses on there. Props if you can name them all from that tiny little clip that I just gave you. Let's start with what I keep in this front zipper pocket. This first one is the most obvious one. You're going to want some form of hand sanitizer. I love this Touchland Power Mist hand sanitizer. My preference for this actually comes from my kids. With standard hand sanitizers, they end up just wiping it on their clothes because it doesn't dry fast enough for them. This dries almost instantly. You just do a couple sprays on their little hands and it's dry and it's great. This one is watermelon scented. I love it. It smells great. And they actually did just come out with a bunch of Disney themed Touchland. I believe it's like a big 4-pack. It could be more than 4, but it came out right after I got my new bottle, so maybe I will do a review of those when I run out of this, but I highly recommend this Touchland brand hand sanitizer if you have kids who will wipe it on themselves, but it's also great for adults. I love it. And it's so thin and compact, it fits right in here. The next thing you're going to want to have is some gum. If you were unaware, gum is not sold anywhere on Disney property. You can't get it at Disney Springs, you can't get it at the resorts or the parks. So if you are a gum chewer, or anyone with you is a gum chewer and you can fit it, you're going to want to have some gum. The next thing you're going to want is a power bank. I choose this particular one for the parks because it is so thin. I actually just got it at Walmart. It is very standard. It has 2 places to charge your phone, camera, fan, whatever it may be. It typically holds 1 to 2 charges of my phone from dead all the way to 100% in it. So it's great to have. You're going to want it specifically at Disney because of the My Disney Experience app. There are a lot of things on the app that are crucial these days for getting through the parks. Wait times, for one, operating Genie Plus and Lightning Lane, reservations, lots of things like that are all housed on the My Disney Experience app. And this app drains your phone so incredibly fast. It is so frustrating, and I wish that they could come up with some kind of way to keep that app from draining your phone, but the second you open it, it is draining your battery. So you are going to need something to charge your phone, because if you're doing anything else on your phone while you're also using that app, it's going to die even faster. So make sure you have something like this. That is everything that is in this front zipper pocket. Let's move on to the main body of the bag. So the first thing that is normally in this bag is actually recording this video right now. It is my Sony camera. I love it so much. It is small enough to fit in the top of my bag. I have a camera strap on it that does make it a little annoying to get in and out, but if I don't have the camera strap, I will drop my camera. But it fits in the very top of this bag. The next thing is my sunglasses. If you are going to Disney in the US, you are either in Florida, California, or Hawaii. All 3 places notorious for bright sun, so you are going to want sunglasses at some point in the day. It is going to bother you if you don't have them, so make sure you bring your sunglasses. So as we discussed before, if you are going to Disney in the United States, you are going to Florida, California, or Hawaii. All three, you know you're going to be hot, so you know you're going to want a fan. This fan I got on Amazon. I love it so much that I have two of them. I have it in pink. I also have it in blue. It has 3 fan settings. This one is not charged all the way, so this is not as high as it actually gets. But the highest setting is actually pretty impressive for how small this little fan is. The battery life on it is pretty decent. I've only had one die one time, and it's because my children were just keeping it on continuously and playing with it, changing the settings, etc. It also has a light up feature, which I'm not sure if you can see on camera, but you can change the colors. You can also turn the lights off during the day to preserve a little bit of battery, but at night it is so fun for my kids to see their fan light up. They love it so much. I love that it is thin. It's about the thickness of an iPhone, and it's so cute with the little ears. I will link this and everything else, honestly. I will link this in the description below. I love this fan so much. 10 out of 10 would recommend. The next thing that I have in here is this little sequence pack. This little sequence pack holds a few things, and a couple of them aren't actually for me. I just don't empty it out when I don't have my kids with me. So we are going to ignore for this particular solo bag video. We are going to ignore that I still have my 1-year-old daughter's utensils in here, and we're just gonna move past it. I obviously don't use those when I'm by myself, but they stay in here because there's no need for me to take them out. But when I am by myself, I still need the other things in this bag. If you didn't know, at Disney parks, they only use paper straws. And if you are like me, you cannot stand the texture of paper straws on your lips. I can't do it. I can't do it. So in this bag, I keep 4 little reusable straws. I got it in a pack, I think at TJ Maxx or Marshall's like 5 years ago. But 2 of them have little rubber stoppers on them that are usually the ones that I let my kids use, and then the other ones are just the plain stainless steel. When I'm in the parks, because I get a lot of Dole Whip floats, they're very sticky. So I will do a quick rinse with my water bottle and the brush that I also keep in here, and then when I get back to my resort at the end of the day, I always bring a little bottle of Dawn dish soap to the resort with me so I can just clean them out and let them dry and put them back in for the next day. But this saves me from having to use paper straws that I cannot stand. If you like paper straws, you don't need to bring them. They do make more compact straw things now. I know Target has little silicone ones that fold up into a tiny little key ring that you could just hang from your bag. But I don't mind this. It allows me to also carry my daughter's utensils when I need them. So I will stick with this. But whatever you need to do, if you don't like paper straws, make sure you bring some of your own. The next thing that I keep in here in the top zipper pocket is my Disney wallet. Now, you may be looking at this very plain rose gold wallet and think, there's nothing Disney on that wallet. Why are you calling that your Disney wallet? It is my Disney wallet because I only take it to Disney. That is because it is so compact and so thin that it doesn't take up a lot of space in my bag. I actually do have the matching wallet to this bag, and I love it so much. I use it in my everyday life. It is my everyday wallet, but it is just too thick and too bulky for a day in the parks. It takes up too much of my bag space, so this is my Disney wallet. Why I use it, I love having all of my Disney gift cards up here in the front. I write the amount on my Disney gift card. So this is a great example. It's not in here right now. I normally have a very small little Sharpie that I keep in this coin pocket thing in the back. And I write the total amount on the gift card up in the corner. When I check out and they give me the new amount, I scribble out the old amount and I write the new balance for the card on the top. It's easier than just carrying around all those receipts or trying to remember. And I do know that I can combine all of my cards into one, but this is the most not logical thing about me. I get some sort of serotonin boost from having 700 gift cards in my wallet when I go. I do have some logical reasons for why I like it, but usually it's just, it makes me so happy. I've been using this system for years and I've never had a problem with it. The other things that I keep in here in this main compartment is where I keep my ID. I bring my military ID and my license and I keep them both in there. And then back here where I told you I keep the Sharpie, I still keep, even though it's pretty much obsolete at this point and they do it by credit card, I still bring quarters and pennies in case I come across a penny press that still takes quarters and pennies like in the olden days. But that's what I have in my wallet. It's very compact and like I said, I keep it in the front zipper pocket. It doesn't fit all the way in. And even if it did, I think I would find a way to prop it out. I keep it in there so it's in the pocket, lifted above everything else, and I can easily grab it. So that's where that goes. The next thing that I have in here is an Itsy Ritsy packing cube pouch. This is the smallest size. When you buy Itsy Ritsy packing cubes, they come in like a pack of 3, I believe. Large, medium, and then this small pouch size. I love this pouch size. I have multiple sets of these because they are just so handy. This one is a cute little floral print and it has the mesh top so you can see what's on the inside. And it has this cute little handle that makes it easy to grab it in and out of your bag. But in here, I keep a lot of like basic essential things like antiseptic spray, extra hair ties, Tylenol. Pretty self-explanatory, but I highly advise having some kind of pain meds on you when you go to Disney. And we'll get more into that in a little bit. Tums, just in case. Mineral sunscreen. Now this is Baby Bum mineral sunscreen that I obviously bought for my daughter, but I can use it for myself, so I keep it in here anyway. And then I have a mixture of regular Disney character Band-Aids and blister Band-Aids. So like I said with the Tylenol before and these blister Band-Aids, these are things you're going to want to include because the average person at Disney walks about 10 miles a day. And if you think about that compared to what the average person walks on a normal day, it is usually not 10 miles. Your feet and your body are going to be a little bit shocked from the amount of walking and standing you are going to do in one day of Disney. If you are there for an entire vacation, those things are going to add up. So I advise having Tylenol on you and having at least 2 blister Band-Aids per person in your party per day. That way, if you wake up in the morning and you put blister Band-Aids on your ankles and they fall off while you're in the parks, you have backups in your bag. I'm not saying bring that many in your bag every day. I'm saying have access to them at your resort and bring at least a few with you every day when you go to the parks. And then Band-Aids are just, you know, things happen. Next, this is very similar. It is Body Glide for her. It's an anti-chafing stick. I have, in the past, had some of the worst chafing I've ever had at Disney parks. I found this and never again. I have never chafed a single time again. It works amazing. I know this says for her. They also have one for men. I think the only difference between the one for men and women is possibly scent. This one may be scented. I'm not entirely... I don't smell anything, but I don't really know the difference. I thought it was scent. I thought that's what it said on the packaging, but it doesn't matter. his or hers. This will work for anybody in your party. If you feel like sharing it, I would share with my husband, no problem. But this stuff works amazing. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Chapstick, self-explanatory. And these next two are things that are just still in here from my daughter, Boogie Wipes and Aquaphor. I obviously don't need that, but I just keep it in there. And the last thing is just feminine products, because you never know. You never know if you're going to need feminine products when you're at the parks. And I would rather have them and not need them than need them and not have them. That is everything that is in this Itsy Ritsy packing cube. I love it so much. The next thing that is in this bag is actually another Itsy Ritsy packing cube. This one, I think, this one is considered the medium. I get them mixed up because this one is thicker and the other one is longer, but this one is the perfect size to fit in the bottom of a Loungefly bag. So I use this size packing cube. This pack might be something you hear and think, I don't need that because I'm an adult, but hear me out. What I keep in this packing cube is everything you could possibly need if you get wet. So the first thing is actually not in here, but it would very easily fit right here in the top, and that is a poncho or a rain jacket. You are going to be in Florida or California, most likely Florida, where out of nowhere it could pour down rain. And in a matter of minutes, stop raining. It comes out of nowhere, and it's not really a matter of if, it's a matter of when you're going to get rained on. So you're gonna wanna have a rain jacket or a poncho available to you. The next one is kind of along the same lines. When you're done wearing your poncho or your rain jacket, you're gonna want somewhere you can put it where it's not gonna make everything in your bag all wet. So I bring a wet bag. This particular wet bag is actually a Disney Baby wet bag. I think it's a Disney Baby and Bumpkins collab. It is. I got this one on Amazon. They usually have them at Walmart also, but for sure Amazon. It is a very big size. It can definitely hold several ponchos. One or two rain jackets probably. And then the thing I love about the Bumpkins bags is that they made these for moms. So it has this little strap where you can take your bag and loop it through and then snap it shut, and it'll just hang from your bag like this, and you don't have to worry about fitting it back in your bag if you overfill it, and it won't fit. But also, since it is a wet bag, if you can fit it back, like if it's just you and you have one poncho, you can put your poncho in here and fold this back up and put it back in your bag, and things won't get wet because it's a wet bag. It folds up really nicely when it's not in use, and it doesn't take up that much space. And I just love that these Bumpkin bags have cute little Disney prints on them. Not all of them do. The Disney Baby Bumpkins bags do. I have this Mickey black and white one. I also have a black and white and gold, and I have an Ariel one as well. And I keep them in all of my bags. I always have one of these on me at all times. And then the last thing that I keep in here is probably the thing you're going to hesitate the most on. And that is a change of clothes for myself. I have an extra change of clothes for rain that I wasn't ready for. If my outfit gets, you know, completely drenched and I'm uncomfortable, I want to be able to change. Same kind of thing about water rides, like if you go down Splash Mountain and you just get absolutely just drenched and you want to change, backup pair of clothes. The last reason is Florida, California. It's hot. If you sweat and you sweat through your clothes and you get extremely hot and you don't have a backup pair of clothes, you are going to regret it, and you're going to hear my voice in the back of your head saying you could have had a fresh, clean pair of clothes. So here I have my princess t-shirt. Inside of it I have a pair of shorts, a pair of underwear and bra, usually socks. And I just roll them all up together and keep them in here for not if, but when I decide that I want to change. I've never had an issue with what I'm wearing fitting back into this bag because it is such a nice size bag. But change of clothes, wet bag, poncho, inside your little packing cube, and it's gonna be good to go. You're not gonna regret having this in here, I promise. So the next thing I always have with me is these little ear holder contraption things. I love them so much. I will link where I got this one in the description below. It has this adorable little Cinderella castle print all over it with some blue floral and a matching blue floral little mini keychain on top. These things are so genius. They're such lifesavers. So the first and most obvious reason that you might want to take your ears off your head and put them into one of these holders is for rides like Space Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, any kind of ride where you might lose your ears because you're going so fast. But they're not going to go anywhere. They're snapped in. They can whip all over the place, but they're not going to fall out. The second reason that I love these is because I am going to buy ears. It doesn't matter that I have more than I can store. I'm not gonna come home without a new pair. So as you can see, I have one pair right here on my bag. If I go to the store, if I go to World of Disney or the Emporium or wherever, and I decide I'm gonna buy a second pair of ears, I can very easily loop a second pair right on in here. Now I've got two pairs of ears looped to my bag. I can put another on my head and I can get them back to my resort without losing them. And without having to carry another bag if I don't want to carry like a shopping bag with me. My ears are here, they're safe, they're not going anywhere. I love it so much. I will never go without them. The other thing is to consider is that they make different kinds of these. They do make some that are only intended to hold one pair of ears. They make kinds that have a little bar that slides up and down rather than the snap. I prefer the snap because after reading a bunch of descriptions and a lot of reviews, I was made aware that not all of the sliding ones can easily fit a second pair. Some can, just read your descriptions. The snap also just makes me feel more secure. I don't know. It's just personal preference at this point. But they're amazing. If you're gonna wear ears, I'd advise getting them, especially since some of the Disney pairs of ears have been known to be too tight and give people headaches. It's nice to be able to take them off and not have to shove them into your bag because you don't want to smush your ears. So ear holder, great, 10 out of 10, recommend. So the last thing that I always have with me is my water bottle. And while this doesn't necessarily fit in this bag, some of my Loungeflies would have a pocket. My other bags that I do bring do have a pocket for this, but in this scenario, I would just get a carabiner and clip it onto my bag or just hold it. But bring a water bottle. You're going to want a water bottle. You're walking 10 miles a day in the Florida or California heat. You are going to want to stay hydrated. So bring a water bottle, and it doesn't have to be this brand, but bring one that will keep your water cold for the entire day. This one in particular is a simple modern water bottle, and they're my favorite. I could not recommend them enough. Their customer service is awesome. Their warranty on their bottles is awesome. If anything happens and your lid starts leaking or anything, you just have to send them a proof of purchase email and tell them what is wrong with it, and the warranty 9 times out of 10 is going to cover it. My daughter just manhandled hers and threw it off of her high chair so many times that eventually it started leaking. I just sent an email. They asked for proof of purchase, and they sent her a brand new lid, and we still have the bottle. It still works great. We love it. It's awesome. Could not recommend this brand more. It does keep our water cold all day. So what I do on a park day is go to the ice machine before we leave the resort and just fill it all the way to the top with ice and then fill it with water. I will give a disclaimer. A lot of people don't like the taste of Florida water. I don't really ever have issues with water. I'm not the type of person who's going to be able to tell you the differences between bottled water flavors either. So I don't need to, but some people cannot stand the taste of the water at Disney World. So they bring like water flavoring, like a thing of Mio. I did that the first couple times I took my kids because it doesn't bother me, but I didn't know if it would bother them. It didn't seem to bother them either, but if you are sensitive to the taste of water, maybe bring some flavoring so you can put it in, because you might not like the water you get down there. You never know. I would rather have it and not need it again, but I don't need it. I think the water tastes fine to me. And you can get refills in water fountains, but you can also go up to any quick service counter and ask for a cup of water. Be sure you ask for a cup of water. If you ask for a bottle of water, they will charge you for that, but a cup of water they will give to you free of charge, and you can refill your water with that. So just for the purposes of proving to you that everything does fit, because I appreciate when people do this, I'm going to pack my bag back up so you can see that everything does in fact fit. Keep in mind that my camera is recording this, so I can't put this in here, but if you would like proof that my camera fits, I do believe I show it on a reel on my Instagram, at LyssaMMT on Instagram. Give me a follow there. But I do show in that video that my camera fits. First thing that goes back in is my change of clothes, poncho, and wet bag. It fits perfectly right on the bottom of any Loungefly, so if you are looking for a packing cube that fits, itsy ritzy, highly recommend. It is a baby brand, but their packing cubes are amazing. The next thing is the small itsy ritzy packing cube. I put it up against the edge like that. It makes a nice little wall. The next thing I put back is the straws. I put them on the side. I want them easily accessible because, as I said, your girl drinks a lot of Dole Whip floats, so I want to be able to get to my straws very easily without digging, because Dole Whip floats are very important. The next thing is my wallet. It goes right in this top zipper pouch. I do not zip it shut. I leave it out so I can easily grab it in and out of the bag. The next thing is the fan. I put it up against the front, so again, I can reach in and grab it easily. I basically line the walls of my bag with my things so I can reach everything very easily instead of stacking it one on top of each other. I want everything to be easily grabbable. The next thing would normally be my camera, and my camera would go in this open space right here. It fits in there perfectly. I pack it with the lens up so it doesn't get scratched. Then in front of the lens, I slide in my sunglasses, and if you were curious, my phone does also fit with my camera, but I don't normally include that in there because my phone stays in my bag pretty much just on rides. Otherwise, it is in my hand taking pictures, or I'm using it for the My Disney Experience app. That is everything that fits in the bag. Everything that was in the front pocket is still in there. My hand sanitizer, gum, and my charging port. The cord fits in there too. It's just not packed right now. But that is everything that I keep in my solo day bag. If you have any questions, please drop them below. If you liked this video, please subscribe. It would mean so much to me. If you would like to see more of this content, or if you have anything you would want to see, please let me know below also. And thank you for watching so much. Have a magical day, bestie.